And I think by the end of it, Jalen was about ready to puke. Hi, Benjamin. Here today, I'm going to be talking about a few of the funny, unplanned moments that happened on the set of Rosetta Stoned. Number 1, sex toy breaking in the sink. So in the scene when Edward is lubing up his sex toy, sponge, pocket, whatever you want to call it, and his mom knocks on the door. So the way the scene was written was he drops the toy in the sink, and then he goes to gather his stuff. But when the scene was actually being shot, so he dropped it like he should, but the toy actually did break. And that audio you hear in the movie was actually genuine organic audio. And you see him have this moment where he starts to turn around and doesn't know what to do, because he was reacting in real life to breaking our prop. And we actually used that take in the movie because it just worked out so well. It was so beautifully done. It looks so authentic, and it's because it was.
What's that in the towel?
Nothing.
You're not doing weird things with my jam jar again, are you?
No!
Number 2, another side funny part about that. So I made all the props for the film, so I had to remake that one because he broke that one. And you have this scene in the movie when he drives Ryan to school for the first time, and Ryan finds it in his glove box. Jalen, the actor playing Edward, was actually borrowing his friend's car, and we totally forgot to remove the toy from the glove box. So his friend inevitably ended up finding that in his glove box. And I actually never heard any story about him finding this, so I don't know. Might have used it.
Ryan, are you hallucinating? Sponge.
I wonder if I can write that off on my taxes. Number 3, the scene where Edward drinks the milk directly out of the gallon.
You want any milk?
So there's a scene in the movie after their first hangout when they come inside and Edward has the munchies and he grabs the milk from the fridge. He starts drinking directly out of the container. We had to film this scene 8 times for various different issues, and Jalen ended up almost completely finishing a half gallon of milk. And I feel pretty bad about this, but this was such an important scene, and there were so many issues out of our control, such as audio issues, boom getting in the frame and whatnot, that we had no choice but to keep on reshooting it. And I think by the end of it, Jalen was about ready to puke. He really took one for the team in the scene, but I really ended up being happy with the final product.
And then once you're sober,
How did you go in there? We still
have
have half a gallon of milk left. We gotta
Well, that's all you.
keep this party going.
Those were just a few funny stories about happenings on the Rosetta Stone set. I always love hearing about funny behind the scenes things, so if you have any funny stories from your sets or any stories you've heard from other film sets, I would love to hear them if you would comment them down below.